I used to think a filmmaker is meant to have all of the answers, knowing your style, your path, your story. But the truth is, I've spent the last 3 years figuring that out. Maybe that's the point. I wanted to work in media, focusing on the music industry since I was 15 years old. After watching a Korean drama, The Producers, which has my favorite singer, IU, in it.
여러 가지 의미예요.
Films give me a way to observe the world when I didn't feel quite part of it. It helped me process things and eventually share them.
Where's Dada?
In level 2, I worked in the edit suite, DaVinci Edit Suite with Mick, working on our solitude reflections for our cinematography. Working with Mick in the DaVinci studio made me realize how much I wanted to be an editor, while he taught me industry practices, and I learned my skills as an editor, learning consistency, how to edit through movement, and doing different shots I've never used before to tell a compelling and strong storyline. While in the studio, I also learned about continuity, which was a strong thing we needed to edit the story and create the image of abuse and mental illness in our film. When I started this course, I was quiet, I worked hard, but I didn't always speak up. I second-guessed everything, my ideas, my voice, and my taste. But I learnt by doing. Each short film taught me something new. I learnt to shoot on short shoot times, edit while working within a short time frame, and come up with solutions when everything went wrong. I learned collaboration, how to trust others with my ideas, and how to take feedback and develop from it.
Let me show you.
Through collaborations, I've learned new editing skills. Like in this scene shot on screen, I learned how to do dual screen editing, which I'd never done before. I collaborated with a small band in Munich and filmed in their very fine basement, which was quite hard to shot, but I'd say it improved my camera skills and how to talk to people, as I couldn't really do that before. And communication is something that I've learned during this course, and how to communicate to get what we need to shoot, if that makes sense. To further my editing and my camera skills, I looked into cinematography and music videos. Doing this, I learned to edit how to fit different scenes and to edit things smoothly and to make it consistent, and help tell the story and help show what I am trying to convey in images. In this video, I actually edited all the sequences together, and doing this short sequence you can see with this band, I learned consistency and how to edit smoothly to make it realistic. Through editing this trailer that's on the screen, I've learned that sometimes starting in the middle is better, as I knew how to strongly edit the beginning and the ending of the edit, but the middle of it didn't go very well. It wasn't as strong as the other bits. I also tried to use consistency, so near the fight scene, which is something I had not done before, I tried to use that to have consistency and continuity to make it stronger and look good. Filming the perfect chew was quite difficult. As you can see, I had to instruct another person on how to do the camera as the handheld was too heavy for me to hold. This project was quite difficult as there was a lot of handheld shots, so we had to
But you need
adjust
to
to
pan
get the different
from
methods.
where you
We
where you
even
just whipped
tried
onto
to
it.
use a dolly, as you can kind of see in
No,
this shot.
No, okay.
We're
But
just keeping it
we
here
tried
because
to
it's a
have
scene
it
shot.
as
Okay, so the dolly's staying.
the dolly moves back and I zoom forward, but it's not something we had done before. We kept doing takes, but we realized that it was going to take too much time, so we decided to scrap it and redo a pan shot, which is what you can see now. During filming, it was quite difficult with communications, as we all had our different ideas of how we should edit this, how to film to make the best thing we could make. Editing the gun was quite difficult, as it was shot in a short span of time. The scene wasn't always consistent, making it slightly harder to edit. Not impossible, but just took a little bit more time. So I realized that not all of the takes that we shot were also needed and relevant for the story. To try and make it fast paced and entertaining for the viewer, but while getting what the director wanted in the shot, which helped with my consistency in editing. Creating a documentary about my health issues was incredibly difficult for me, as I don't really like talking about what I'm going through. I like to keep it to myself. Filming overall was difficult as I needed to film at my parents' house, and due to my sister being in the hospital and filming other projects, filming for the documentary got delayed. I learned how to tell a story that will reach to parents of children that might have this disease, as well as informing people on what it is through storytelling. It was a difficult time, as I was also, at the same time as doing this documentary, I was doing other film projects and also going to doctor's appointments for the health issues that I talk about in this documentary. While doing this doc, I have learned that having more footage is better than not having enough. As you can see in these videos, in the actual doc, I don't use half of them because it was originally an 18-minute film. But I learned that not everything needs to be shown to tell a good story and to keep it short and entertaining for an audience.
Just like your ring glow, and then call up my ringtone, cover up body on what we gotta do sometimes. How do I get you and I? Now we're alive.
I'm still deciding what comes next. Maybe London, maybe Birmingham. A little longer. But I know I want to tell stories that matter. Stories that give people the comfort I was looking for when I first picked up my camera. Being a filmmaker isn't about having all the answers. It's about having the courage to ask questions and let the audience feel something real. Which is what I hope to achieve through my camera operating skills and my editing.
And I'm really no good at this, and you're really no good at this, no. And I'm really no good at this, and you're really no good at this, no. And I'm really no good at this, and you're really no good.